towards the beginning of this year, I did a video entitled, I think it was entitled The Survey, and the objective of that video was to collect video requests and audience opinions as far as video material is concerned. And I had been thinking in the last month or two that I really have not done a lot of the requests that were on that video, and somebody called me out on it recently, and I'm glad that they did because they were completely correct. So I need to correct this situation because the viewer input really it should be considered extremely important, because the viewers is what comprise the channel, and if the viewers aren't seeing what they want to see, they're not going to be there. So what should have happened is, and what's going to happen at this point on, is that video requests that come in, providing they're attainable in a short-term situation, are going to be considered top priority above the regular programming that I have in mind. So I went through some of the comments last night, and I found some of the comments from that video and some other videos that I've seen over the last couple of months, or some comments I've seen over the last couple of months with video requests, and I want to talk about some of these requests and try to compile them. Some of them are long-term requests. I'll explain those when we get there. Some of them are kind of too vague to really act on a whole lot. But anyways, let's take a look and see what we have here. So here's some screenshots. Heaters. I can record some heater videos. In fact, I got a request from Lamont recently. He wanted to see that white, metal white heater that needs the new cord. I forget it might be a super electric. I think it's a super electric heater. So I'll do a video of that. He wanted to see that. I've received a lot of requests to show the clean-in service of the Lasko 2002W. I just got to that recently, so I did that one. Okay, I forget which other ones. Let's look at the comments. So let's see here. Product reviews. I want to address this because I've received requests for this before. I have not done a lot of product reviews because I don't buy a lot of modern products, and I don't. At first, I didn't really see the value in recording a review video on a product that you can't buy anymore, because a lot of people aren't going to search for a review on a product that they can't just run out to the store and buy. So that was the main reason why I didn't do a lot of video reviews. And then of course you get into the bias issue. There's so many so-called reviews on here now that are not reviews at all. They're just paid advertisements from these random startup companies in China that send products for free so that you'll say good things about them. Whether they're true or not is subjective on a video. And so I don't even trust a lot of the so-called product reviews that appear on YouTube anymore because of that reason. They're all, well, not all of them, so many of them are sponsored or something in some way. And then I got to thinking, like, not looking at it from a who's going to watch this perspective, and I looked at it as a hobby perspective. And I thought about, a set of old cordless phones. Would I watch a review video on a set of phones that's not sold anymore? And I would. Just because I find the phone interesting. And so I guess my original thinking was just not correct, because there probably are some people that would watch a video, people in the community, not the outside general public, but people like in the phone community, for example. There's probably people that would watch a video review of a phone that's not sold anymore. When people watch video reviews of fans, I probably wouldn't, because I don't know, I look at fans differently than I would look at phones, but at the same time, it's not only about what I would watch, because there's a lot of people that would watch videos that I wouldn't watch, which are perfectly good videos. So that's one of the reasons why I usually don't ask that question of would I watch it, because I wouldn't watch a number of the videos that I record, but I record them because I know people want to see it, and it has some educational value or something like that, and so I record it anyways. So that's getting really confusing. Anyway, so that's that. I may do some product reviews. I want to open another document here, and we'll call this one reviews. This will be save topics, and we'll just throw that on the desktop for now. And this will be specific videos. Okay, so that's that. I'll put product reviews on the list. Let's see, audio equipment. I did some AC videos this year. Did some last year. Didn't do a whole lot of them. This is appliances too. This is all long-term stuff. There will come a day where I have a vintage set of clothes machines that I can record. There will come a day where I have vintage air conditioners in every room of the house. That's not today, it's not tomorrow, it's not going to be next week. And so I'll record those things, but they're going to be long-term requests done in, maybe next year or something like that. It's not going to happen tomorrow. Okay. Comments box edition of the Panasonic Call-Rate D. Okay. That's fine. I've gotten a number of requests of things to do with the Panasonic Talking Caller ID, and the problem with a lot of those requests is the string of characters are too long. These, I think every single one of these happen to fit in there, but it's a very short number of characters that will fit into the phone book entry name, and so a lot of times people request it to say things that it won't take. But these, in fact, I think will all fit. So let's see. Panasonic Talking Caller ID comments box. I'm struggling to type because the microphone is in front of the keyboard. Okay. And the microphone just fell. Okay. Music videos. I've been trying to do more music videos. The problem is, I got one of them done, but the problem is I need it to be quiet and I need to be upstairs for the music videos, and those two requirements are almost never met. So that's why it's hard to record music videos. I had an idea the other day. I thought about showing some concerts on video and then talking about the concerts afterward. I don't know if people would be interested in that. That was something that I would watch. So maybe I'll do one of those and see how that fares. And of course, the copyright police are going to show up and everything, so who knows. Okay. I've had a lot of people ask for computer videos, and I've done a number of computer videos, and they hardly get any views. I'll keep doing them because there are some people watching them, and they're legitimate people watching them. But for the number of people that ask for computer reviews, I'm surprised that it's so low. I like older computers. I don't really do any videos on modern computing because it's just not of a whole lot of interest to me. And the worse it gets as time goes on, the more interested I become in older computing. And more recently, I'd say in the last 2 or 3 months, I started to really collect a lot of laptops that I remember from when I first started working in computers 10, 15 years ago. And so I've been doing that. And so I got a lot of videos saved up, ready to be recorded about computers. So there is going to be a lot of computer videos coming out. And what else they say? Revisit old stuff. Yeah, we could do that. We could revisit some of the older stuff that I have. I can't revisit everything. That would be a long-term project because a lot of the older stuff I had that I already had videos of has been moved to the other location temporarily. So I don't have, I mean, I do have easy access to it, but I gotta go and get it and unpack it and bring it back over here, and it's just the. So that's long term, but we can do that. Where's my other video here? I mean, my other video. Oh, here's my video of a notepad. Computers. Okay. The Great, the Video, the Jordan, the OK. Answering machines. I don't have a whole lot of answering machines, but I can try to get some done. I do have some. The 8-inch Hunter. Okay, I know exactly which one he's talking about. That's a terrible fan. Oh, you know what? I'm not sure that one's still here. That may be at the other location. In fact, I'm almost certain that it is. If it's here, I'll do it, but I think that's going to end up being a long-term one. Let's see here. Hardware, okay. Yeah, so the DIY stuff and the homebrew projects, that's something I'm already working on. That was requested by several people. I did a video of it last night, and we're going to have more videos to come on that soon. That's a very nice comment. Oh my gosh, this person is a psychopath. We request all those who like landline telephones to subscribe to our like and watch. Okay, that's not a valid request. That's unwanted solicitation of advertising. Declined. I want to see a low battery of these phones. Don't comment this is spam or ill report. I ignore requests that are submitted in that manner. I find it very hard to take seriously people that write like that. So that's declined. Best if you can imitate phone sounds on the piano. No, that's worst. You can make some good video on the Dell. Yes, those two computers are on the list. One or both of those I actually want to set up in the bedroom for a little while. Small form factor, ultra small form factor. Both of those were scrap finds, and I think they both work. I think one of them went under in a flood. That one, the 260, I think it was. That one I had salvaged, and I had it in the basement at work, and then the basement flooded. So that went under, but it still works. I tested it, so that's good. Do a drop test of what? Drop it. Oh, and then we gotta address this. This keeps coming up. It comes up regularly. And I've talked about this on video before, because people make these destruction videos just wasting equipment, and they get millions of views, which is outrageous. I have an issue with that. There's an ethical issue with it. When you have something that's working and usable, and you make a video like that, I think that's an ethical issue. I'm not doing that. Or if you have something that's easily repaired, or rare and very easy to fix, and you do that, I think that's unethical. And so that I'm not doing. But if people really want to see this, for whatever reason there may be, I guess. In fact, I do get a lot of equipment that is completely irreparable, because I do a lot of salvage stuff and dumpster diving stuff, and I come across equipment that I can't repair, or it's not worth repairing. Like, for example, that Dell screen from a couple of weeks ago. Where was it? Where was that screen? I forget what the model number was. Where did it go? I really thought I did a video of a Dell computer screen very recently, like in the last couple of weeks, and now it seems like it has disappeared. Where did it go? Here it is. Like this one, for example. This is a Dell 1908, which was a very common model. I would say, probably 5 or 6 of these floating around the house here. More of them than I'll ever use. I have a ton more at work that aren't being used. And you can get them at almost any thrift store for a couple of bucks. People throw them out all the time, and you can get them for free. This one, I suspect the capacitors are going out in the power supply. And this is just not worth the time to strip this thing apart and recap the power supply. It's just not worth it. It probably would cost more in the capacitors to buy enough capacitor to fix it than it would to buy another one, especially if you get them for free. So an item like that is a perfect example of something that I think it would be okay to make a video like that on, because I'm going to scrap it anyways. So, whatever. That would be okay. And I guess people really do like those videos, because I looked at like this video, the views was relatively high, and the likes thing was also very high. So I guess people like those destruction videos. I don't really quite understand watching a video of that, but whatever. So I guess if something comes up that is totally beyond what I'm going to repair and is getting scrapped anyways, I guess it's fine to do a video like that, and people are asking for it. This comment, I was looking at it late last night compiling these together, and this just struck me as absolutely hilarious. This one from Billy False here. Let me open this up a bit. How do you change this? I wish this. I don't like this new thing. I much prefer the older version of Words. I had to change it because the email wasn't working right in Outlook 03. Anyways, here we go. This is like, what in the world? It's kind of funny too, because there's a tinge of accuracy. The Lasko 3733 is in fact easier to clean and more serviceable than this fan. I doubt he knows that, but and this is another thing that if it ever quits again, I'm not fixing it a second time, because I would have to cut the motor open, because I think it was riveted together. I'd have to cut the motor open, replace the thermal fuse, redo that section of the windings, and it would take me hours to fix a piece of junk. It's not worth it. The T440s, yeah, I mean, it's not going to be much to show because those things isn't durable at all. They'll probably break on the first fall. I don't think any of those 440s were bad, but I know many of those 450s were not right. I think maybe I can make 2 out of the 3 work, and then the third one, whatever. Let's see here. I guess that's what people really want to see. Repairs gardening. Okay, so again, vintage audio gardening, that's long-term stuff when I have proper garden and somewhere to put vintage audio equipment up next year, whatever. That's fine. We'll do that. But that's long term. Music. We already talked about music. Well, it doesn't so much matter if I'm not particularly interested, because if there are people that are really interested and I get the equipment in my possession at no cost, which does sometimes happen, I don't mind doing a video on it. Like I have in there, I got a bunch of old, not, I'm calling them old, like those cheap candy bar phones from like 10 years ago. They're not of any interest to me, but I'm just going to toss them out because I have no use for them, and no one's. You could put them on eBay and get $2 out of them. You pay more in shipping and fees than you get for the sale. There's nothing I can do with them. If people want to see videos of those, I'll make videos of them just to document that they exist and what they were. Could you do some cassette players? A lot of my cassette players are at the other location, so that's going to be kind of a long-term video request. Yeah, I'm interested in the older computers as well. Two-way radios. Yeah. The two-way radios, breaking broken equipment, I don't know, whatever. The two-way radios, I've thought about that before. Problem is, I don't have anybody to use them with. Because, you could show a two-way radio without using it, but like the phones, I can call and record a message so you see what it sounds like from both ways. I guess I could go in the other room and talk through the radio. I just don't have a good way of like doing a range test or something with them. Yeah, I'll think about it. That may be a long-term thing, if I have in the future, if I have a better means of doing that. Okay, so this comment is from the H, and there's a lot of specific things in here. Okay, so the rest of you, yeah. Here's the problem with that. This is a whole other issue, and this I should make a video on this in of itself. A lot of the phones are split between this location and the other one, and because that situation where stuff had to get moved out arose out of nowhere and needed to go fast, I couldn't really spend the proper time to organize everything before that happened. And so there's a lot of situations where like I have a handset for something here and the base is at the other location, and I don't have the time to tear the other location all apart to find that base. So all of those phones that you send over will get a video, but it's not going to be tomorrow. The Mac OS 9 computer, yes, that is a Performa 6400, which I have not used in years, so hopefully it still works. Revarnishing and rewinding a fan motor. I think I've showed the process of revarnishing once, but that's going to be a longer term thing when I really have more space to take on a really extensive project and spread it out in a garage or something and let it sit. Process of changing the phones. There's a lot of videos like that which I can do now using the Goes Pro camera, because I can sit there and look through boxes and plug things in and put in batteries and just go right through it with the head mount camera. Trying to record that with the tripod or holding the camera, it would take hours. So I can totally do these two things now because of that new camera. AT&T 1465. What is that? I'm not good with all these model numbers. There's no pictures? AT&T. Here we go. 1465. Okay. I thought I did a video of that because I remember complaining about it being noisy. TT11465. Huh. Lo and behold, I did not do a video. What the was that a video, a figment of my imagination? What? I really thought I did a video of it. Okay, well, I didn't. Or I didn't post it. Or it corrupted, or whatever. I don't know. I'll put that on the list. If I have it here, I'll do it. I don't know if I have it. If it was new in the box, it's not here. And I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, EXR 2400. That phone's not here. EXLA 98. EXLA, that's a funny one. Oh, goof. Hey, lol, what the heck is that? Uniden EXLA 8950. 8950. Which phone was this? Of course, there's no photograph there. Images. Okay. I don't think that one's here. If it's here, I'll do it, but you may have to wait on that one. $8950. The Toshiba FT 8000. Toshiba FT 8000. Okay, that one I'm pretty sure is still here, so I should be able to do a video on that. I have a lot of phone backlog, which I need to get through, which I need to clean up before to move anyways. So now that we're getting back into the fall and I'm not using fans, I'm not using air cons, I'm not using dehumidifiers, I'm not outside. So I've been spending a lot of time outside recently because I put those lights in outside, and that's why a lot of videos on the phones didn't get done, because they take a couple of hours per video, you know, if I'm sitting there and cleaning up and repairing and stuff. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't done a lot of phone videos. Now that the fall is coming, it's getting cold, I'm not going to be outside anymore, I'm not going to be using fans, I'm not doing a lot of fan videos anymore. I still do fan videos, but not as much. I'm going to do more phone videos, so we should be able to get through a lot of this. The camouflage phone. That thing's got some funny ringers on it. I remember looking at it myself. I don't think I ever did a video of it, but I remember looking at it, and it had some funny videos. Okay. Very thoughtful. Too bad I didn't think about it ever again. Oh dear. Okay. Snowcrab. Okay. Yeah, that's true. There is a lot of people, I wouldn't say intelligent ones necessarily, but there have been certain people, some intelligent, that have asked how to plug the, like, you just plug them in. Like, I don't understand. Like, you get a splitter and you plug it in. It's simple. Do more ceiling fan videos. That's in the works already. I happen to have come across a lot of ceiling fans recently. A lot of industrial fans I've been doing videos on recently. So there is going to be a lot of ceiling fan videos. The Casablanca Four Seasons repair, that's going to be a flywheel replacement. That's another project that I notoriously bought the parts for and just never did it. I have the flywheel for that thing. I'm sure the stupid dumb touch is broke, so I might as well just go ahead and order the parts to design the controller. I would probably convert it to 4-speed, put a variable range on the white, and do the same thing I did with that Panama. Phone, because it's telephone videos. I really don't have a whole lot of cellular phones. I have some old cell phones from like the 90s, which I did try to power some of them on, and I wasn't able to because the batteries were just long not working. So I'm not sure if how much I can really do on that. I'll give it a shot. I think I know where those cell phones are. The testing phone setup. That's something I will show. Studio bench. I can certainly show that. Okay. Some more unusual features, says the crazy voice changer. You know, that's actually a good idea. We can do that. Panasonic voice changer. Weird fans like the new Wisco ones. Is that still under production? I had no idea. Again, the humidifier. Well, I did some humidifier videos this year. I did add the power factor. I started doing that per this person request not that long ago. I don't think very many people understand what that is, but I guess it's better for it to be there, and for the people that know it, it's there, and for those that don't, they just ignore it. Or maybe they can learn. Power phase important for, yeah, okay. Happy old year, okay. Alarm clock videos. Okay, so here's the problem with the alarm clocks. They're all at the other location. So that's going to be a long-term thing. I did the 16-inch brown stand fan. I have to do a clean and service on it though. So we could do that. We could do a clean and service. The dehumidifier, I wouldn't watch a video of that, but if somebody else would, I'll record it. I think that stupid thing has leaked most of the refrigerant out because it just turned into a block of ice all the time. Was there anything else there? Oh yeah, this is good. Childhood fan telephone stories. In fact, you know what I was thinking of? Videos from the archives. I started recording videos in like 2008, I think, and so I have videos. Obviously, they're very low quality because the cameras were not like they are now, and they're poor quality, you know, because my videography skills were not very good at the time. But I have some old videos, even going back as far as to the old house, that show different things in the yard and some of the fans that we had. Got a lot of pictures of stuff. So I've thought about, in more recent times, doing videos of those videos and kind of showing stuff from the past. I don't know if that's of any interest to people, but if it is, which it seems to be at least to him, I will certainly do that. That's going to take some time because I have to compile the videos, make sure that there's not private information in them, and you know, play them on the screen, narrate them, stuff like that. So that's going to take some time to get those together, but that is something I want to do. The Honeywell HT810. No. Honeywell HT810. Yeah, that's at the other location. That's not getting touched anytime soon. That's going to be a long term. I will get to it eventually, but not anytime soon. Just did a networking video. That's really all I can show about it. Paging the Panasonic. Okay. That's probably been done in a checkout somewhere. I'm not going to dig out the whole set just for that because it probably has been shown. Trying to put isoprisol on a paper towel and put the moist sticker toweletti around the flat tip or a common screwdriver. Don't use the cork that's only a tube. How could they include a cord that's not going to work? You know, oddly enough, jeez. I got a number of people that wanted to see this phone get repaired. And I think this is kind of one of those things I'm just going to have to toss it out because I can't get the stupid thing open. And I don't want to spend a lot of time trying to fix this when you could just go out to the store and buy another one. It's not rare, you know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to revisit that again. It's too frustrating. We'll be seeing the time. We did see that. And that was done per this request of this entity, so that's done. Yeah, I know. Everyone requests. I didn't do it. I wasn't paying attention. I get it. I have a question. I don't want to take requests. It could be vintage phones. Well, I'm not going to show the answering machine because my phone number's on the answering machine, but I can show how we set up the phones. I request you that I remove the wiring accidentally. Please, I need the photos of wiring of all jumpers. Please give me a favor, thank a lot. Last night I did a query at the comments box and I just looked for certain keywords like request. I mean, that's ridiculous. I can't. I don't even know what. I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. If you post a video request with a bad attitude, I'm not doing it. And that's what we saw here. Now, I'm going to record this eventually because I want to show the rings on that phone because if I recall correctly, it does have a couple more rings than the regular true 5.8 series had. So I do need to show that, but not to somebody with a bad attitude. Can you do food reviews? Long term, yes. When I have a proper I love cooking, I love food. When I have a proper kitchen, I will do cooking videos and I will do food reviews, but not anytime soon. Did I forget to write something down? No. No, I didn't. Okay. You should try put in call from a camera. So this is kind of what I was saying before. Like some of these suggestions for the Panasonic talking caller ID, they're too long. Like that won't fit. Let me put that in here. Let's see here. I agree with you. It's noisy in there, but it is what it is. That's where the studio is. The furnaces are in that room. The water equipment is on the other side of the room. It's just a noisy room. You know, the walls in this house are cheap and thin. The doors are paper thin. I can't keep the noise out. I just can't. Eventually, yeah, I'll be able to have a quieter studio when the time comes, but we're not there yet. I won't be doing any more videos of that printer because I don't have it anymore. That was one of those things where the cartridge had dried up, and so the tube that runs from the cartridge to the head was completely full of dried up ink, and it would have taken hours to free that up just for it to happen again. I would never use it, so I got rid of it because I'm never going to use it, and it's too heavy to send it anywhere. I didn't like getting rid of that, but it is what it is. It was in the trash anyways. I tried to salvage it. I thought maybe I could use it, but I couldn't. Okay. Do you allow requesting for buying a Panasonic cordless phone? Yes and no. I do not honor requests to go out and buy some random expensive product just to make a video, especially if it's something I'm never going to use. I've had a lot of people ask me about like these modern phones that you can buy on Amazon for like hundreds of dollars. No, I'm not buying that. You want to send the money in? Oh, I'll buy and make a video, no problem. but I'm not going to spend money on something that I don't have an interest in. I'm just not. Make a video talking about including the 16-inch SMC. The 12-inch one has a lot more history to it than the 16-inch one. So, let's see here. Let me add that to the specifics. SMTH series backstory. Toshiba 2.4. Yep, we got those. Make another video of the home oscillating 1 LPN. Yes. I still have not done the clean and service on that, and I really need to, because it's kind of a cool fan. I've just been dreading it because I know the thing is going to be a pain in the neck to clean, and it's very brittle, so I'm going to have to work very slowly and very carefully. I'm dreading that project. It'll be a cool piece to have, but I'm dreading the doing of that. Angry Goose. Yeah, so I'm going to have to compile a separate thing for these Panasonic talking caller IDs. What is this? You have 5 new messages will not fit. Messages that may fit. Can you make a video showing all the fans in this? I can try. It's not easy because they're packed in really tight, so you can't see everything in there. But I'll try. Okay, I think that wraps everything up here. That was specific. What happened here? A camera. Oh, that's not gonna fit, but whatever. See if. Okay. So that's that. I didn't think I made any changes to that, but whatever. So here's our what we have here: our topics, our specific requests. If these aren't going to show up tomorrow, but I'm going to work on these requests. Yeah, I'm going to put out, not immediately, but at some point I'm going to put out some kind of a poll that says, throw in some ideas for the Panasonic talking caller ID. I'll do another video with that, and I'll find out what the character limit is, and I'll put that in the description of that poll. Let me know what. Let me know what topics are most wanted out of these or other ones, and we'll see what we can do.